together. Well, it's the we're like kind of going into a new era of music.
Correct. Yep.
We're really entering that new where we're finding new artists that are interesting, and there's new groups of fans being created, and I think that's so awesome to like step into.
No. Renaissance.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
I have to remind myself frequently, like
Renaissance. We're back into this club house electronic music that's keeping us hyped because the way that the state of the country is keeping us low. This ain't Texas.
Welcome back, Roamers.
Welcome back. I didn't mean to drop that.
That's okay. I dropped it last episode, so we're fine.
Okay, it's fine. You didn't turn it on last episode, so it's okay.
Well,
yeah.
We have good audio now, but welcome back, guys, to Phantom Roamer Cafe with your host, Isabella.
And Emmy. Sorry, I almost choked.
You got emotional there.
Okay, so this episode, we will be discussing the Grammys 2025.
The 67th.
Oh, I was about to say the 75th. It's the 67th. I'm pretty sure it's the 75th.
You know what you're predicting? The one we will be attending.
But I thought it was the 75th.
Was it? I thought it was the 69th.
Is what? 67th. You're right. 67th.
I said 69th. I was close.
Yeah. No, but you said 67th at first.
Oh, well, I don't know why I thought it was 69.
Anyways, the 67th Grammy Awards.
I would say.
But before we get into that, because we missed the segment last episode, who are we roaming with?
You may start.
Oh, me this time?
Oh, I'm done as you want. I don't care.
I can go first.
Oh, yeah.
I've been roaming with, I haven't watched any movies. I'm currently rewatching Friends. I'm reading Fourth Wing. We're reading Fourth Wing for our book club. So follow us on Instagram to keep up to date with that. And then music, I'm listening to Kendrick's album GNX, Doechie's Alligator Bites Never Heal. What else? SZA's Lana Deluxe SOS. That's not deluxe. I think that's it.
Very good. Movies, I recently saw One of Them Days. Very good.
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't tell me you went to see it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Very good. No notes. I love it. It's quite funny. If you haven't seen it,
funny movie. Yes.
If you haven't seen it and you want a good laugh, go watch that movie.
Yep.
I am starting to re-listen to Taste because we're getting a deluxe soon. Miss Sabrina Carpenter.
You mean Short
and Sweet? Oh my God, guys, I'm not here. This has been
Short
a long
and Sweet.
day.
Oh yeah, she did announce a deluxe.
So I've been listening to Short and Sweet
the day after the Grammys.
So I'm really excited about that. I've been re-listening to Short and Sweet Taste.
We're getting a bunch of additional bonus tracks, but we're getting a remix with Dolly Parton. Please, please, please.
Oh. That's why she's singing it so country for the tiny desk. She was teasing.
It does have already a country element though. The production does, so at least to me it does.
Yeah, and then reading Fourth Wing and Angels and Demons book is starting to pick up.
Still reading Angels and Demons? No. I didn't know you were gonna keep reading it while you were reading Fourth Wing.
Oh well, yeah, because it's too good. It's fire. I never. Yeah, it's a type of book where I never experienced like adrenaline or like suspense when reading. Because it's just the genre of books. I'd never encountered that. So this one I am, because there's like a time crunch happening. Like, they have 6 hours to, I think it's called like decimate a bomb. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
But it's not a bomb. It's antimatter. But anyway.
What? Okay,
yeah, it's tea. But it's very good. I enjoy that. So that's music, movies. I finished watching The Gilded Age. If y'all don't give me a season 3 this year, I'm gonna fight Max, because The Gilded Age is so good. It is so good. How down bad Mr. Russell is for Mrs. George Russell is honestly quite fascinating. But it is so. What I'm interested. I need to do more research on this, but I don't know how historically accurate this show is. It doesn't seem like it is historically accurate in the sense of the characters, but a lot of like real names are being mentioned, such as the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, etc. Like
I know those names.
The Carltons were just introduced, so I was like, I'm curious.
Andrew Carnegie.
The Carnegies were mentioned, like all these famous people.
See, I went to school.
Thank you. American education system is so bad. It's so bad, guys. We're going downhill. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do my research on. I'm gonna get back to y'all on that, and then
read a book about that time period.
I don't want to read the book about that time period, even though I want to watch a video essay of like how accurate this show is.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like do a documentary or something.
I don't want to do a documentary.
No, watch a documentary.
Like of the show of how accurate it is.
Yeah, or something.
There's no documentary yet, but there is a video essay for sure. But costumes fire, music fire. I need to go to a ball. That's all I'm gonna say.
You've been saying that. We've been saying that.
We need to go to a ball, and this is the same time that this is the same era as Bridgerton.
It is.
Well, yeah, it's in the 80s. 80s. Hello.
The 80s.
Okay, I'm not wrong. It's the 1880s, but
okay. But Bridgerton takes place in London.
Yes, so it's like the same Regency type era.
Right.
But yes, that's what I just finished with in season 3.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not watching any shows.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's the only thing I'm
that's
watching.
What we're roaming with, guys. So tell us what you're roaming with now.
Yes.
Anyways, the 67th Grammy Awards, hosted by
Trevor
Noah. Girl, you didn't even know his full name?
I don't.
Trevor Noah. Now, this is Trevor Noah's. Say his full name the whole time. This is his 5th time hosting.
Names.
Huh?
2 first names.
Oh, yes. This is his first time. Let me get my thoughts straight.
Wait, before we get into it, how do you say his name?
Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney Phil. He said it takes more weeks of winter, guys. Oh my god.
No, but somebody commented on our TikTok saying that the other one,
Staten Island Chuck, said spring is coming.
So who do we believe, guys?
Who do we believe?
Anyways,
go back to our last episode.
Anyways, 67th Grammy Awards hosted by Trevor Noah. It is his 5th year in a row hosting these awards.
I thought it was his 2nd.
5th.
Wow, he's like.
Well, that's what I read. If it's wrong, correct me.
No, but that's like Shakira hosting the World Cup.
Yes, he is Shakira hosting the World Cup. Trevor Noah, 5-time Grammy host. Shakira, how many times?
4 times.
4th time, about to be maybe 5.
Maybe, yeah.
World Cup ambassador.
Yes.
Okay. Also important to mention that the whole show was a benefit show for LA Fire Aid, where at the end of the night they raised millions of dollars for the cause. I am not sure the exact amount. At one point in the show, they said that, not counting the people in the room, they had raised $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
That was towards the end of the show, but we do not know how much they overall raised after everything was taken into account. But yes, it was a benefit for LA and the fires that had recently happened, which were very tragic and very sad and very hard to see. Yes, so the whole thing was, there was fire aid everywhere.
Yes.
And then we get a special little, the firefighters were involved and the first responders, and then they present album of the year later on, which we'll talk about. Now, Issa was at work for, I would say,
the pre-show, the red carpet.
For about the pre-show and half the show. She came about like a little more than halfway into the Grammy show.
Yeah.
So she got to see some of the more important like awards, but she didn't get to see the beginning of the show and all that. So I'll try to just real quickly, just the opening of the show. Trevor Noah gives his monologue, but before that, there was an opening, which was again a performance for LA, because a lot of the songs that they sang that night were for LA or LA themed or LA inspired, which you'll notice through performances like Chapel and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yes. And then the opening, I don't know what song I think they sang I Love LA. I think it was that song. We love it. You never heard that song?
Girl, no, probably not.
Really?
Yeah, probably not.
They sing it on Glee. Anyway. We're not gonna talk about it. Blade Anderson sings that. St. Vincent was on keys. The Doors singer was lead singer. No, I don't know who the rest of the artists were. I'm so sorry. And then Trevor gives his opening monologue.
Is he Canadian?
I don't know.
He gives Canadian vibes.
And he has a lot of funny jokes, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's a good host.
And a lot of them had to do with like the state of politics right now, so they were kind of funny. He made a joke where he was like, "I'm gonna say this now because I may never be able to host something like this again." But and then he
is Canadian. Is that what it is?
It's because he's black, but yes.
Oh.
Maybe he is Canadian. I don't know.
Let me double check this. Oh, it's a double. It's
double homicide.
Double homicide. He's South African, so yeah, I think that's a joke too. That he's black and that he's South African. So
yes.
So the racism, and he's 40. Wow, he looks good for 40.
He does look good for 40. But
did he do a Lipa?
He made that joke. Did he?
Was that Johannesburg? Okay, Joburg.
Did he do a Lipa?
I thought he did.
Okay, we can't get into this right now. We can't get into this right now. Sure. And then he goes around mentioning some of the artists that are there and their achievements. And yes, that is how we begin the Grammys. We're not gonna go in order because I don't remember the order of the show. And
that was not a fart, y'all. That's a chair.
And CBS does not have an article with all the highlights of the show in order.
In order.
But before we get into the actual show and all the fun stuff, we are going to talk about the red carpet looks. You know, we like to do that. We did it for the VMAs. We're going to be doing it now. Oh, we're going to be doing it now. So Issa has created a little slideshow for us. And unfortunately, first up, no, I'm just kidding.
We have Benson Boone. Yay.
If you don't know who Benson Boone is,
sing it.
If you don't know who Benson Boone is, he is fresh on the scene with his song These Beautiful Things, where he starts very slow and then gets very high. He is nominated for Best New Artist this night.
Right.
I mean, it's not like a normal tux. He got a little suede. He got his chest out.
Always. He always want to show the pics.
He got the curls.
He has the curls.
You know what Dyra said when she saw him? I was watching the pre-show with Dyra. When he walked by, just the camera kind of glazed him. She's like, "Is that Paul Mescal?"
Don't do Paul Mescal like that.
No, but she low-key was right on the side view. Quickly, you cut the stash and the freaking curly hair.
It's because he's a white man with a stash.
And the curly hair. Paul has curly hair like
not
that.
Like that,
not
though.
That curly, but brown, and it's shaped to almost look like a mullet. Be so serious.
But his is not really. His is like, I don't even know. Anyway,
why are you assuming?
Why am I assuming that if he
doesn't have curly hair? Oh, I was like, you're assuming he got a perm?
No, that's not my business. No, but no, Paul Mescal is more like an actual. What's that called? With this side mullet. Thank you, mullet.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Anyway.
We have we have Billie Eilish Queen, who unfortunately, spoiler, did not win any Grammys this year, but we'll talk about the discourse later. And Phineas, her brother, who she takes everywhere because he is her producer and he is there.
He is.
I am scared.
I like the red.
Maybe it's just this picture that you chose. Because in this picture, unfortunately, Phineas is staring right at the camera.
He's camera ready.
And he is looking a little scary with these glasses on. But I do like the burgundy suit.
I like the burgundy. It's cute.
It contrasts well with Billie, who's wearing all black and wearing blind mice glasses.
Correct.
And wearing a cap with
like,
no bill.
And it's like folded up.
Or it's a bucket hat that she folded up.
I think it's a bucket hat that she folded up. Yes.
Would you care to comment?
On Miss Chapel Roan's look.
Yes, Miss Chapel Roan is next.
Beautiful, incredible. The nails with the gloves, the face makeup, the headpiece. Headpieces are big this year. Everything I love. I'm
the
obsessed
shoes,
with.
cute.
The shoes are so cute. I love how the gloves look like tights.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that she wore this dress. Not in we don't know if it is in reference to, but Beyonce wore the same exact dress in 2001 for a Vogue shoe, and this
it was 2001.
It was, I believe,
2000. It was 2009.
I don't know. It was in the early 2000s. We'll find it, but it's super cute. So
and it's the same exact dress.
It's the same dress. So I don't know if it is homage or they just have good taste. So yeah, it's really beautiful. Next, Miss Charlie XCX.
Miss Charlie XX. She looks
She
good.
looks
Corset
good.
style dress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm usually not a fan of like the ruffles and like
The-
that feathery look, even though they don't look like feathers, but it's like that ruffled look. But I think she eats. This dress is really cute, and I love the color. That like
blue
washed
gray.
out blue
Yes, yeah. I'm not too big fan of the shoes.
But
she rocks it.
Maybe if she was wearing like just the boot, or if she was wearing just heels.
Also, like naked and just heels.
Don't piss me off. She was just wearing like a cute stiletto or something.
Oh, that's a good point. Okay.
To show off more of the dress and show off the leg, like because the dress is very open, so it's like to show off the leg. The boot kind of takes away.
Oh, so okay. Make the dress be the moment.
Yes, that's what I
would have liked jewelry. I would have liked a necklace.
Some jewelry, yeah. But Charlie's not really big on accessories. From like the only accessories she has are those glasses.
I'm shocked she's not wearing
bumping that. No, literally, because she wears them all through the award show.
Yes.
So we have Doechii the. Damn, I was gonna do it and then I forgot.
That's okay. Doechii
with 2 eyes.
Doechii from the swamp, from Tampa, Florida.
The Swamp Princess.
The Swamp Princess.
So her red carpet look is cute, but I'm like confused how that's being held up. You know what?
It's like a corset. It's a
corset
I was gonna say. Off the shoulder.
Okay.
It's like a blazer. I don't know. I love it. It is definitely her style. She likes this like academic old money like corporate look style, but very sexy,
which I like because that style is easy to like. It's very fluid. Like you can be very androgynous with that, back and forth. You can be very masculine or girly with it, which I feel like is Doechii's vibe. And then hair always eating.
I love it. I'm obsessed.
The braids look so
waist,
good.
Nails, like
waist, nails. Yes,
she knows what's up. Next we have
Abracadabra.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
That song is
Thank
stuck
you.
in my head.
No, that's what we need.
Miss Gaga.
I love the necklace. This like latex corset.
Little Monsters. We're back.
Not only this, like the bleached eyebrows. I didn't even notice that. The bangs. I love. This is coming back into style this year. It's like the bang that like specifically frames your face, and then it cuts into the short bangs. I don't know. This is coming really, really big back in style, but I think this is also her maybe like teasing Wednesday season.
That's immediately 2. What I said.
Oh my god, I saw her go on the carpet. A rock.
Well, yes,
that's a rock.
That's immediately what I said when I saw her go on the carpet. I said, "Oh my god, she's giving Wednesday. She's giving, what's Wednesday's mom? What's her name?
I was saying Martha. That's not."
Ew, Martha. Anyways, Wednesday's mother, which I'm blanking on, Miss Addams. She was giving me that vibe, just that whole Addams Family style.
Is it Monica?
And no, but something with a M. I don't know. I don't remember. But then I was like, oh shit, she's supposed to be in Wednesday season 2, which is coming out this summer.
Yeah, another banger coming out this year for sure.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Miss Ray,
who's also nominated for Best New Artist.
Beautiful.
This
love. Oh, is that a watch? Interesting. I've never seen someone with a watch.
Somebody was saying that Emma was saying digital watches are coming back.
But digital. This is not a digital watch. This is a bedazzled watch. For sure.
But it's like a digital watch. Like it's a watch you have to read the hands.
Oh, so it's not digital. Digital you don't have to read. Because it gives you the time in the numbers. It's not like a
then she was
analog. Is that what? Not analog.
She was calling it the wrong thing then, because she was calling them a digital watch.
No, she's specifically saying the ones that like are plastic. Not those. This is an expensive watch. No,
not the plastic ones. Just people having a watch on them. Like people used to have watches with a classic watch, girl. A classic watch.
She's saying it's gonna be plastic, like digital. Ew. That's what she's saying to bring back.
Oh, I thought she was talking about just hand watches being brought back. People don't wear those anymore. Everyone got this on their arm.
The Apple Watch. No. That's like everyone's tired of that. Everyone wants. So she's saying to bring back like the digital watch where it's not battery charged. It's waterproof. They're colorful, like the Baby G's. You know what Baby G is?
Oh no.
Oh well, they're a type of watch. It's like whatever. But no, that's.
I wish you got a front view of her outfit.
I'm sorry.
To see the bedazzled.
But it's a bedazzled corset. Are these pockets?
I think so.
Kind of cool. Okay. Well,
Miss
now we got Miss Sabrina Carpenter. Lord, Mary, and Jesus above us all is holding onto that top. Because
what do you mean?
There's no way.
I know she got something sticky under there gripping it on.
But we would see it. Who
says? That's the thing. Who says you got to see it?
No, I'm not saying
that's her designer's obstacle right there. Like a seamless tape that just is all connected to her boob and the dress so that it doesn't slip. She's also not like girl, she's just walking. I
know, but still, like I'm. That's an.
Did you see the back of this dress?
I did. Okay, the diamonds, the 80 diamonds swinging down her back. The low cut back is beautiful. Super it's beautiful. Pretty. It's sexy. It's spectacular. And let me just say this: her stylist knows what's up because she is shorter than us and she looks tall as fuck.
Yeah, and I love the hair. Mm-hmm. Very Marilyn Monroe.
So the blue is beautiful. I love
the baby blue, the periwinkle.
It's so cute.
It's very Cinderella vibes.
It's very Cinderella vibes,
which then kind of I feel like foreshadows her performance later.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. I also love how this style looks like it can be broken off into two pieces. Does that make sense?
Like you can wear them separately?
Yeah, it looks like a skirt and attach is like that. So that's like the feathers in the center.
She's giving me. This is gonna sound Big Bird.
Really?
The feathers. That's the thing with me with feathers like that, or like that style of the ruffles. It always just reminds you of Big Bird. Has that similar vibe. That's or a who? It's a Thneed.
For me, it's a Thneed. So
Shakira. She had no red carpet look.
This is the red carpet look.
Oh, okay. She shouldn't change. Yeah, she has like a orange bodysuit with a
like.
I don't want to call it's not a beach cover up. That sounds so horrible.
But it looks like a beach cover up. Just because I wish she should have just done the full nude. Make the bodysuit nude.
Ooh, yeah.
Or
yeah. But I feel like that color pop
I guess, but
it's what she might be going for as well.
But like at that point make the sequence lace orange. Or like a green, like something different than black because it looks like a cover up. Yeah. Any color, it would look like a cover up because it's not matching the bodysuit. But it looks, or make it all gold, the gold sequence, everything like her performance outfit.
Yeah, this is kind of a spoiler photo because she's winning a Grammy here for one of the big categories, but
she didn't have a separate outfit.
She didn't have a red carpet look.
That's the red carpet look.
No, I'm saying there was no picture of her on the red carpet.
Not good ones, not full ones. Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah. It's Shakira, people.
Girl, it was out or blurry as hell.
These photographers. You left your. Wait, no.
No.
What if he's written mine on my upper thigh only in?
It's not in his mind no more. It is in everyone's mind now. Miss Taylor Allison Swift. Oh my gosh.
She looks good. I enjoy the short dress. We're doing a short dress moment.
Thank you. Can we bring back short dresses to formal events?
Yes.
Just because it's formal doesn't mean it needs to be a long dress.
The T on her thigh, of course, for Taylor. Nothing else. The red earrings. We love a good. The bang is banging.
Oh wow! Yeah.
With the hair tucked behind the ear. The red stilettos.
Yes, yeah. It is red stilettos. The red nails. The red ring.
So it's red. What are we trying to say, guys? She's going back into a love era? Is that what we're trying to say?
It could be.
A little love era, even though her fans associate red with breakup. But maybe she's going to repurpose this color. Who knows?
But I'm obsessed.
I think she looks great. I will say the only thing I do not love is that now that I'm seeing the dress from a closer perspective, why does it look cheap? I know it's not cheap, but why does it look cheap right here? I don't know.
That's the corset part.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
It's a weird frame. It's asymmetrical. Now. Oh, weird.
I like that, but that's coming back in style.
No, and I love that. It's not weird. It is asymmetrical. I really love it. I don't care if she looks good.
No, she does look good.
I don't. And the way it like wraps around her, like it looks. I think that's what makes it look high quality.
And this is her only outfit tonight. She doesn't change when she goes to present. She also wears this. So
yeah, I think it's great. She looks beautiful. I love it. Obsessed. And then we have Teddy Swims and his girlfriend, Love.
His pregnant girlfriend,
yeah.
Of all the men, he really went all out. He does have like that style where he's just out there with what he wears.
It's very maximalist.
Yes.
I think I give him props for doing something different with the suit. The only thing I don't like the color because it is not flattering with the skin tone. I feel like if it was a different color, beige, or maybe even a gray would look nice. But yeah, I love it. The shades, everything about it. It's cute. The pearls.
I agree.
It's very cute. Now we should get
into the performances.
Performances.
So those are all the red carpet looks. Again, I talked about how the show starts, blah blah blah. And like I said, I could not find the order of the show in any article. She couldn't find any in any article.
They just listed. I can't speak. Anyway, they listed the performances, but not in the order they were performed.
Yeah, because throughout the show, we go from a performance, maybe an award, a couple more performances, then an award. Again, because it was a benefit to raise money for LA Fire Aid, they had a lot more performers than usual. So the main show only presented 9 of the awards, the big 9 basically, and over 200 were presented in the pre-show. So some of our girls won, we'll talk about awards later, but some of them won additional stuff to not just the big 9 that were announced throughout the show. So, but we're gonna start with performances. We'll start with Sabrina because she's here, but the first person who did perform was Billie, is what I remember. Miss Sabrina Carpenter did a medley of Espresso and Please Please Please, but she did a different kind of instrumental version of Espresso. It wasn't the same. Like, it was very showgirl, thank you, burlesque vibes.
I love it. So when she first came out, she came out in a suit, but no pants. It was like a long blazer suit, bedazzled. Hey, of course.
And she also added a little comedy to her set, which
it was a
so
skit.
Sabrina.
It was a skit, and let me just say, just the entrance alone of her performance, I was like, oh, the stage was waiting for her. She knows how to perform, and a lot of people tend to forget when it comes to a performance, it's not only like how comfortable they are with showing their true vocal. Their vocal ability. It's not just that. I mean, a performance is that, like, it's a show. It's like personality. It's like, oh my god, it was incredible. And so she came out in this and
wearing little blue heels. Yeah, they're Louis Vuittons.
I don't know if the shoes themselves are tap shoes or dance shoes that are bedazzled blue Louis Vuittons.
Yes, because she does a tap later.
She does a tap, so I don't know if that's in the production.
Which I loved so much.
It was so cool.
It was so cool. I know you don't have a picture of it, but the set, the initial set with the staircase and everything, like I said, reminded me a lot of Cinderella and like that vibe. Like it started off like showgirly and then she becomes like the princess kind of in a way, which I really love the set. It's so beautiful.
It's super, super cool. And then from there, she rips it off and is in this corset. Yeah, it's a corset bodysuit, and it's like
so pretty.
It's, oh my god.
Now I'm looking at it up close. Yeah, wow.
It's insane. The tights are shimmery. They're shimmery tights.
It's like my favorite type of blue too. I love this kind of blue.
It is a blue that complements her skin tone.
It's also the blue kind of short and sweet. Like, she's sticking with that blue theming, and then her backup dancers are wearing like, I think, the same. It's not the exact, it's like the lighter shade of blue, and it's like a 2-piece like tank top underwear with a little cover up. And then she has the big necklace on her, which she then takes off. She goes behind like a hedge maze and she like takes it off so she looks naked behind there, and then she goes onto a different set, which is this like blue front porch, and she puts on like a, what is that called? It's
like a cover up, like a robe.
It's like boa styled, but it's not a boa. I don't know.
It's a robe that with feathers.
Yeah.
And
she sings down there and she kicks the door in or something, or like, and then I think one of the guys catches her and it's funny, very funny throughout the whole thing. And this is when she starts singing Please Please Please, but then she goes right back into Espresso and then they tap.
It was, what a fun performance. Super, super fun. Very cohesive with their theme of short and sweet. Overall I think it was
so good.
It was
for me good. It topped the VMA one.
I think so too.
I really liked the VMA one, but this was, you know, why? Because it's called
budget. She had budget.
The Grammys had budget for her.
The Grammys had budget for her, and not only that, budget after Short and Sweet was released. Like, it was absolutely incredible. And then we go into Chapel's performance of Pink Pony Club.
We don't go into it.
No, not straight into it. I'm talking about us in the conversation.
Yes. Chapel. We're going to talk about Chapel Roan. Now, she did Pink Pony Club. Like I said, it's very LA themed because this is like her love letter to LA. Also, before Sabrina Chapel and Charlie all performed, they did like little mini interviews for the Grammys talking about like their journey and everything like that. So she was talking about this song and what this song and LA meant to her. Because they were using those clips kind of as like, they were refocusing everything on LA and this and that because, you know, for the benefit. But oh my God, this performance was so good. I love the like story she's telling through the makeup of the background actor, through her dancers, and that's Cam. Oh, this picture is Cam, who is one of Taylor's dancers on the Eras tour, or was one of Taylor's dancers on the Eras tour. So that's super cool. But they're all in like clown makeup, and they're wearing like flannels and cowboy hats, and she's dressed in a beautiful two-piece like corset. It looks like metal, but it's not metal.
It's like leather. It's like shiny leather. And
she's
it's cool.
Riding this big pink pony.
And it's so cool. The boots, the arm gloves. Like, I don't know, like not handcuffs.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they're super cool. Makeup on fire. Everything's incredible.
And wait, I want to say one more thing about that. The story that she's kind of telling about, like, these are all clowns. Like, these people who are making fun of her and who are like bigots and stuff, they're clowns. And she's that girl on top of the pony, you know, living her best true life.
Yeah, so beautiful. Love it. And then we go into Doechie's. So the picture that we're looking at is going to be one of them that I showed to you guys. But the outfit that we're looking at is her in the two-piece. So before she actually rips off the suit. But what she wears at the start of the performance is what her dancers are wearing. So they all look like her, as she told me off camera. I was like, oh wow, I didn't even realize that myself.
She always has them dressed like her so that it all looks uniform and like you can't tell. Even in like the I don't know if it was SNL, if it was Jimmy Fallon performance she did, all the girls look exactly like her, same hair, same everything. And like on her tiny desk, all of her band had the same hair as her too.
Yeah, super cool. And yeah, what a fun performance as well.
Oh my God, it's so energetic. She gave it all.
Everything.
And they had that moving like
walkway
thing where they were like, because she has basically like for Denial is a River, there's a lot of talking back and forth between Doechii and herself, or this inner monologue she has. But on stage to perform that, Doechii, she's gonna run out of breath going back and forth. So she has a singer, an assistant, like basically who helps her with that on stage, but it's also a performance. Like she's great as well, and I love that she has red in her hair.
So for you to also see, like, not the opposite of her, but the contrasting. Yes. There's a contrasting.
The red mic too.
The red mic, so you can. I mean, they are contrasting colors on the color reel, which is
that's true. Yeah,
super cool.
But she was also on her tiny desk. She was like the second voice, that hype man kind of.
Yes.
So it's super cool. But then she takes it off, and she's in this two-piece underwear set, basically.
And she was like, guys, it's hot in here. And she looks fire.
And then she looks great. This whole performance was really good. This whole performance was also part of a medley of the new artist performance. They had every new artist perform back to back. She was the second one after Benson Boone. So.
Okay. So that's all the pictures that we have for us to like riff off of.
Yes, but I have more performances.
Yes.
So. We have Billie Eilish and Phineas, who performed Birds of a Feather.
Oh, fun.
Did you watch it?
No, that's the one thing I was having trouble with. A lot of like the Grammys themselves have not yet the day that we are recording. They have not posted the full performances on their YouTube, which is like, hey, it's about to be a week. Like, I'm shocked it's not the next day. They had this uploaded.
I don't think they're going to. That's why they would have already. They literally uploaded all the award speeches.
Yeah.
So.
But no, I didn't see.
It was very basic for me. It was just Billie and Phineas singing in front of a set that looked like the desert kind of.
Oh yeah, I did see pictures of it.
And there's nothing wrong with the basicness of it. It's just that like
it's not basic. It's simple.
Simple. Of all the pop girls, it's the most like laid back, chill. It's just her up there with her brother singing, you know, which is fine. But like the other girls put on a show, and she's just up there like.
Yeah,
it's her style.
I'm definitely.
She's always been like that.
She's always been like that. So I'm curious to see if like now like these are her competitors. I'm curious if she's going to now experiment with more of a performance.
I don't think so.
But she performs at her concerts.
Her performance, not really though. She doesn't dance or anything.
She doesn't dance.
Her
but
performance is her voice. Like that is what people go for. Her voice.
Yeah.
You know, so she's very, and her fans love her for that. You know, that's why I initially love her. It's her voice. It's great, but performance-wise, it's not like the most captivating thing for an award show to be sitting there and watching for that long. But I thought they did great. I saw Phineas's hair. I said, "Sir, cut it." We had Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. They performed. They did not perform "Die with a Smile," which would have been the obvious choice, but they did a tribute to LA and they sang "California Dreamin'," a rendition, and it was really, really good. Like they are literally the pair you didn't know that we needed. Like they're just so good together, and I hope they make more music together.
I was telling her while watching the Grammys, I would love, like, you know how Silk Sonic came about? I want that, but with Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, like an album of them.
That would be so fun.
That'd be how fun, and their voices just blend so well together.
Exactly. Like I said earlier with Doechii, she was part of a medley with the new artists. Benson Boone did his single, his 5 billion streamed single.
Guys, that's insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, does Taylor have that? I don't think so. 5 billion?
I mean, the only Taylor song I could expect that with is like
Blank Space
or Look What You Made Me Do.
I think it's Blank Space.
Let's see. Her highest
I don't even think it has 2
No, actually her highest stream song now is Cruel Summer with 2.7 billion. Damn. Yeah, I really don't think that Blank Space and those reach those numbers yet, but
Guys,
no, that's impressive.
Well,
because his music's coming out in the streaming era, so like it's getting a lot of replay. But chops to him. We also had Ray. She performed. I've never really heard her music, which is what I was telling Issa, but she reminds me a lot of like Amy Winehouse / Adele vibes.
Yes.
Which Adele is inspired by Amy Winehouse, so that is interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the same thing with seeing like Chapel is what it seems to be. She gives off Lady Gaga and Madonna. Lady Gaga probably is inspired by Madonna. Yeah. So I think that's what it is.
It's interesting. That's that TikTok music. She don't fuck with that. Sorry. People on TikTok saying that like, oh, Doechii, don't forget your roots. Girl, those weren't her roots. What it is not her roots.
That makes me so upset when fans say that, or when haters or people in general criticizing, like, don't forget where you came from. Why? Why do you have to bring it up?
But that's inaccurate because that's not where she came from. But her EPs before that were rap music. It wasn't.
And even then, it's like a lot of times artists don't like what they started with or choose to completely change genres. Like Taylor, for example. Like it's people are like, remember when you start? No, actually, I don't want to remember when I started. Like I don't want to remember that, and that's okay.
She talks about it. That's how you know they don't listen to the music, because she literally, that is like a big centerpiece of her mixtape of Alligator Bites Never Heal, is when she's talking about that, where it's like people are coming for her saying that her rap game isn't that good because she converted to pop music, to what it is, literally in boom bap. She's like, what it is, what it is. Yes. You're correct. She's basically coming for like, well, it hit, like it did well, like what it is then, like, like kind of like saying like, just because it's not that form that you respect doesn't mean that it doesn't go just as hard, basically. Thank you. And that's why she went. You know what? Never mind. So good. But and then finally from the new artist pool was Teddy Swims. He performed his I Lose Control, which is also very popular.
Yes.
So
I think it's very cool seeing all these new artists come up, and like they genuinely like are standouts. I don't know about Benson Boone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll see what he does in the future. We'll see.
100%. It's someone to keep an eye out for sure. But like Teddy Swims, his voice.
Yeah. But to me, he's like a new generation of a Louis Capaldi, or like a what's that man's name? Louis Capaldi, but there's another guy.
I love him too. Oh my goodness.
But I was telling Issa, I was like, that's probably why this has been the first interesting Grammys I've watched in a while. Like I was captivated, is because everyone on screen I was interested to see.
Yes.
Because we're like kind of going into a new era of music.
Correct. Yep.
We're really entering that new, where we're finding new artists that are interesting, and there's new groups of fans being created, and I think that's so awesome to like step into.
Yeah, and what I see is like they're forming their own path, in the sense of you see who they are inspired by, but you're still intrigued of like, what else can they make? Like like Chapel,
a new version of this artist.
But it's like it's different enough where you're like, oh wow, I want to follow them. Like Doechii, we see who she's inspired by. We're like,
but she's
I wanna,
Doechii.
but
She's
she's
a
Doechii.
standalone.
I want to follow her. I don't want to follow the people she's inspired by only anymore.
Exactly. We also had Shakira perform. She did a medley of a couple of her songs, and she did her little Middle Eastern. Don't forget.
Don't forget that.
Our Colombian queen, who is coming here to perform for her tour. She's going on tour starting soon, and she did her famous. It doesn't have a name. The song doesn't have a name, but it's with the B rap sessions, B's whatever.
I thought it did have a name, or is that's the album name? Maybe
the album name is Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran.
I don't know. Then I'm not.
But she says Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran in that song that became very popular. Like,
oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
But that song is technically not on the album. That song was a separate single session she did with.
Can we see on streaming? Maybe.
Yes, it's a single separate session that she did with this producer that her son actually recommended her to do it with.
Wow.
Yeah, but the song doesn't have a name. I have it on my playlist. I can look it up. Yeah, it's called Check It Out. Beast RP Music Sessions Volume 53. But if you go on the album, I'm pretty sure it's not on there because when I was looking at it.
What was the reasoning behind not naming it? Maybe she really wanted it to stand out.
Probably, and it's very popular song.
All right.
And then we had a surprise. Oh, first Charlie XCX. She performed towards the end of the night, which I thought was really smart for the Grammys to do because Charlie's vibe is like late at night. Like she's the club girl, the party girl. You guys, the momentum's going down, but we got to party. We're going back up.
And so many online celebrities, I will call them, like online personalities, made it into like the choreography.
Yeah.
Quinn, Alex Consani, Gabriette, like a lot of. She continued this like. Who's the next it girl?
What Brat was about, what 360 in the beginning of the album initiated.
Yes, I'm curious if she reached out to other people, but for scheduling reasons, or maybe they didn't want to be on live TV.
But I think she got a good amount of people.
Oh my goodness, I loved it. How fun!
I'm super shocked she didn't perform 360, but I think that Von Dutch. She was also nominated for Von Dutch and Guess featuring Billy, but Billy didn't perform with her. But I thought it was smart to pair those two together, because 360 is a little more even tempered. She's going mad shade at this man.
Real bad.
And she uses his names like Note Piques or some shit. And I was like, what's not his name?
She's too funny.
Note Piques. And then it's like, Clara Mente. And the girl he cheated on with is Clara. Her name's Clara. Damn, I didn't know that was the T, but my mom told me, but I didn't listen.
I love it.
Shakira's the original, like the Latina T girl. But anyways, back to Charlie. Charlie did Guess and Von Dutch. And I love that Von Dutch started with that same style, like in the music video where the camera is following her like a paparazzi.
So fun. And I guessed it. I was like, I hope they do it. And boom, they did it. Great minds think alike, y'all. Great minds think alike.
And then I love that in Guess, even though Billy didn't perform with her at the end, like that outro, she goes, you want to know what me and Billy have been texting about. And then the camera pans to Billy and Billy's like, so I thought it was cute.
The entire time when Billy was singing, I was like, get on stage, Billy.
I know that would have been so fun for Billy to be a part of it.
It's so spontaneous. It fits the mood.
They were also nominated for it together.
Like, it just makes sense. Like, make it be a surprise for everyone, even if Billy, fuck it, like, I'm going to go all, but like, it makes sense. It makes sense for that to have
But also happened. Charlie had her own moment because Billy already performed. That's a good point, yeah. So, like I said, I like that little shout out. There was a surprise performance by The Weeknd because apparently I didn't know that he was boycotting the Grammys for a long time, but they got him back. They said, hey, I know you're coming out with a tour soon. You want to come back and show us what you got? And then he performed, I believe, Sao Paulo, which was the song
with Anita.
With Anita, yeah, that came out before his album. His album just came out. I have not been able to fully listen to it. Let's just say it seems like we're stepping back into the 2010s with this heavy house electronic music, which I do love and I think is a little inspired by Brad.
And I agree. No. Renaissance.
Yes, You're right. You're right.
I have to remind myself frequently. Like
Renaissance. We're back into this club house electronic music that's keeping us hyped because the way that the state of the country is keeping us low. Am I wrong? That's what the 2010s were about. They were stepping out of a recession, and that's why that house music. I've watched so many videos.
Oh my god, that's a good point. Wait, so we had in 2022 we had Renaissance. 2023, I can't recall anything dropping that year. 2024 was Brat. This year,
but many artists were stepping into that type of music.
Oh, many artists.
Even Tate McRae did
you're right.
collabed with Tiesto and did a house music song.
You're
very
right.
good, by the way. Speaking of Tate McRae's music, her music is sounding a lot more housey now too. But Brat also pushed that. Dolls. Yes, Brat pushed that narrative a little bit more. Of course, Renaissance.
I would say pushed it to the what's it called, for the common listener. Like Renaissance was for the music culture. Everyone was like, wow.
But it was very popular.
It yeah. I mean, it got nominated for Album of the Year, but whatever, we don't talk about that. And then Brat brought it to a level where now the common folk are also aware of it. Like, oh, wow. And now The Weeknd being, oh my God. The Weeknd being one of the most listened artists in the world, it's like even further pushing the narrative, this type of music.
And Lady Gaga as well, with her album coming out, she said on the pre-show, which you didn't watch, on the red carpet, they interviewed her and they said, what does this album sound like? Can you give us a little idea of what it might sound like? And she's like, it's very electronic and house inspired. And with this new single she dropped at the Grammys, you can tell it's coming back. Like, which in the 2010s, Gaga was a big part of that.
Yes, ma'am.
That kind of music. So it's coming back. It's coming back, guys. And then finally, we have Cynthia Erivo, who sang "Fly Me to the Moon" as a tribute to Quincy Jones. Beautiful, amazing.
I was like, what if she like? Like, what if she did? I think, like, if I was her, I would be like
for the shits and gigs. No, she wouldn't.
Like, it would be funny, but I am so happy they invited her to sing, and I'm so happy she accepted the invitation. Beautiful, spectacular. I needed it on streaming. She looked incredible. Her red carpet look and her performance look, obsessed.
There was a whole tribute to Quincy Jones, who I believe passed away.
Yes, yeah, he did.
So yes, who was a very popular composer, and scorer and a producer. So
like he did so many
things. He worked with Michael Jackson.
What was the song that I always forget the song? That one with all the artists coming together.
Oh yeah, we are the world. Hey.
I don't know if he was the executive producer or just one of the producers. I don't remember the credit to the song, but everyone was saying like he was the one that was like basically humbling everyone. It's like, I don't give a fuck who you are. We're all just singing here, y'all. We're all here for the vibe. So drop your fucking act and let's sing together.
Which We Are the World is about. It was also about raising money for diseases in Africa and AIDS and stuff like that, I believe. So it's similar vibe to what they were doing with Fire Aid.
Yes, good point.
And Stevie Wonder was also there because he did work with Stevie Wonder. He was a producer.
Yes, he did, and he played the harmonica incredibly.
Bro, yeah, that was impressive.
And then he sings after, "Hey, I'm out of breath."
I'm out of breath.
Looking at him play. Oh my God. No, but what if after that song, they go into the Frozen song from Disney? The new one, all the Disney games.
Oh, yeah. We Are the World. It's very similar to the Do You Wanna Build a Snowman? Jordan Fisher A. Oh.
Is he like, does he, what's it?
Trying to.
That is like, I'm curious to know, I low-key think he could be a pop icon if he just stepped away from theater momentarily.
I mean, his voice runs through all the Disney parks at Magic Kingdom every night.
Correct. I need him to step into the pop star light. I think he could do it.
And then, okay. Janelle Monáe did a tribute to Michael Jackson, who also worked with Quincy Jones, and she ate, bro. She literally did her little moonwalk, she rehearsed her little everything.
She rehearsed. Let me tell you.
And then she got into the audience.
She got to the audience
on the tables, and she threw her jacket. And guess who caught it?
Well, Miss Taylor Swift.
And then she wore it the rest of the night.
The rest of the night. It was too good. It was too good. And it made me like seeing her perform. It made me like want to go watch the Michael Jackson musical.
Experience. Oh, the musical.
Yeah,
right.
And it from what I've been told, it's an incredible musical. I mean, hello, the music alone is fascinating, incredible, beautiful.
Michael Jackson serves.
And oh my God, this year, side note, they're going to release more photos, if not maybe a trailer of the biopic. That his nephew,
right? That his nephew is. No, Janelle Monáe should be hypnotized.
I'm down. I agree. I think that's a perfect casting right there.
And then finally, this isn't really much about the performance, but Coldplay's Chris Martin sang "Us Through the Artists We Lost This Year," and they started.
No. Before who they started with, Foul. Let me tell you, with who they started with. That was I think disrespectful. As an outside fan, like we didn't even like. I forgot. Okay.
That's fucked up. That's how you know you're not directional.
No, it's not that I forgot. Like in this, like I was like, oh, like I don't know how to explain it. I was like, oh, I can't believe that happened like recently. You know what I mean? Like I did not want that to happen, but they started with Liam Payne. Like they couldn't like let me. It was really there was hard no buffer. Watch. There was no buffer moment.
I was just like,
y'all couldn't show him at the end, so we're like, oh my god, and
that's fun.
You know what I mean? No, not in a bad way, but like to know, like
no, because I would say that's probably one of the biggest impacts.
And that's music. Why I wanted it to be the last. Know, like,
from a like stan and a fan standpoint, it definitely was like a big impact on like just not just the music industry, but a lot of society in general.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Starting off with him, oh my god.
Yeah, but that was foul. But anyways, Chris Martin did a lovely little rendition of a song. Yeah. I don't know what song. I thought that's what he would sing, but that's not the vibe. That's not the vibe. It's not. Okay, that's all the performances that we have. So we're gonna get into awards, and like I said, there was 9 main awards throughout the show. We don't have time to go through 200 and something awards, especially when majority of them are things I'm sorry I don't care about.
Real.
But before we get into the big 9, I just want to mention that some of our girlies and a lot of people won out of those 200 awards that were obviously said. They won Grammys for them. So Charlie won 2 Grammys, one for Von Dutch for Best Pop Dance Song, and then one for Best Dance Pop Album for Brat.
Well,
she came out with 2 Grammys. Yeah. I believe those are her first Grammys ever.
Fascinating.
Ever. Because she was nominated back in 2012 for Boom Clap. Or no, she was nominated back for Fancy with Iggy Azalea,
wow.
But they didn't win for Best Pop Duo, I believe.
Oh, yes, okay.
And then Sabrina won a Grammy in the pre-show for Best Pop Song of the Year for Espresso. And that's the only ones. Kendrick also won 2 before in the pre-show. I just do not know did you ever find out what they were for?
No, I did not find out.
I'm going to assume something rap related probably, but he did not have an album come out in the timeline for this Grammys. His current album that had come out will be qualified for the next year's Grammys.
Yes.
Which will be interesting to see. It will definitely get nominated. So, but yes, that's it for those awards. Now we can get into the big ones. So they started off the night with Best Rap Album presented by Cardi B. And the winner was?
Doechii.
Wait. And the Grammy goes to?
Doechii.
For
what?
For what album?
Oh,
damn. Like,
well,
if you're gonna be a presenter, like say it correctly. Damn.
Well, like this
Doechii for.
Sorry, my stutter's really kicking in. Alligator bites never heal. Thank you.
Yes. Cardi B was on some shit. I don't know if she was on poppers or what, but she was really feeling herself. She was like she was doing a lot of this, and she's like, sorry guys. And then she lifted it, and she's like, and she's like so excited. And then Doechii's up there crying, whatever, and Cardi's just in the back smiling. She's so cute. But Doechii gave a beautiful. I know you didn't watch it. But
I saw like when news publications were posting about it, that I got the end of it. I didn't see the whole speech.
She gave a beautiful speech, empowering Black women in the industry to keep working towards their goals, fight stereotypes, and do what their heart like truly wants, and to not let labels tell them what to do. But this and that. She very well deserved. She is the 3rd woman in history to ever win that award. I should have seen it coming too when Cardi B presented her, because I know the Grammys choose certain presenters for certain reasons. Like usually it's just because it's the winner from last year, but to choose Cardi B, who is the second female to ever win, and then have her present.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of a hint, but I was like, maybe not. And I thought that was so fun. I thought it was great.
It was well deserved. No notes. I'm so excited to see how this year will do for Doechii. I know she's already skyrocketing.
People are already eating it up. Yeah.
I'm obsessed. I can't wait to see more. I'm excited to see more of her.
And well deserved.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if she won a second Grammy. She could have for Nissan Altima, but I don't think so. I think that Kendrick did beat her in that category for Not Like Us.
Oh, okay.
Again, which was the additional other 2 he got. Next, after Best Rap Album, we had performances. Then we got Best Pop Vocal Album, which was presented by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. did not know
know
that they were still a thing, a band. Anyways, and the Grammy goes to
Miss Sabrina Carpenter for Short and Sweet.
Yes, well deserved.
Well deserved.
And she was competing against some big people: Billie, Ariana, Taylor, Chapel.
Like honestly, I'm speechless. Like those are difficult albums to compete against, and she won. I mean, like well deserved. All the hard work. It's finally being appreciated. Not only that, it's like this album is showing us like this is the start of a new Sabrina, and I'm excited. I'm really excited, especially this deluxe. Oh my goodness,
excited for the deluxe. She also changed into a separate outfit after the performance.
It was a gold
long gold strapless dress.
Oh, good for her.
So her speech wasn't too memorable. I don't remember exactly what she said. She was just very emotional and happy because, like one of it's her first Grammy. That's basically
insane. It is insane.
And for a big category, because best pop vocal album is a big category. Then we had sorry.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, competing against someone that you
looked up, that you kind of
look up to,
or like not, we don't know if she does, but somebody who like you kind of inspires your vocal and mimic.
Taylor and Ariana, that's a gag, and I'm not saying that in like oh they were snubbed. It's like it was a hard year. It was super super competitive, and like I said,
Billie too. Billie, that's beautiful vocals.
Everything about this specific award is like no matter who won. Among the 4 pop girls, 5 with Chapel. Oh my god, with Chapel is like.
I don't remember who else was in that, but
I don't remember. But I think it was just overall she beat out the competition, and I mean it was wonderful. It really was wonderful.
It was wonderful. Next we have we had Best Country Album, which was presented by Miss Taylor Swift, and the Grammy goes to
Beyonce for Cowboy Carter. And let me tell you.
You said, Issa says, this is exactly Issa's words, Beyonce is gonna win Best Country Album, but she's not gonna win Album of the Year.
No. I did not say that she's not going to win. What I was saying is like I don't know if she's gonna win Album of the Year. I genuinely did not know.
You said she's gonna win Best Country Album.
I will show up the group text. I specifically said she's winning Country Album of the Year. That is a guarantee. But from Album of the Year, I did not know who was gonna win.
I mean, I was saying about Album of the Year, but you were basically saying like you think that if she, like for me, I was like if they win these other categories, I feel like it diminishes a little bit less, or it lessens the possibility of them winning Album of the Year. In a sense.
No. I was like the moment the Grammy nominees were released, I was like, oh, because of the CMAs, Beyonce's winning, guaranteed, guaranteed, and thankfully I was proven
correct. And it was so cute in that moment to see Taylor award her this award, which she had won. Not Beyonce awarded hers. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Basically, Taylor awarded her this when she won it back in 2010 for Fearless, and then also the whole Kanye thing that had happened. Yeah. Like Beyonce being able. It's just that moment is just beautiful, being able to like experience that, and Beyonce deserved it because, like we were saying. I don't remember what video, but she got snubbed at the CMAs.
No, not snubbed.
Which nobody watches.
No, well,
like she got disrespected. She got nominated for nothing.
She didn't get nominated. That's insane. So I mean, she said, "Okay, fuck that. At least the Grammys will appreciate my artistry," and well, they did.
I think it's also a way for the Grammys to show, hey, because the executive of the Grammys came out before the weekend performed and said, "Hey, we listen to you guys. We understand. We have." Diversified our voting group a lot more in the past couple of years because of the critiques that they have been getting, and I think it shows. This is one of the years where it really does show that the artistry is coming above the obnoxious, snarky music people who think and they think they know better.
It's been too late. I'm sorry to admit it. Like it's they should have done this. Like honestly, since they should have done it the moment like. This by the time the 50th anniversary of the Grammys, y'all should have already started diversifying. By the 50th, we're nearing the 75th, and now you guys finally choose to be diverse is really, really, like, it's dated. It's old.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not shocked. This is something that should have happened.
Not to get into it, but I do think that the state of the country has really drawn lines between big companies like CBS and Disney and blah, 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 in the sense that, like, they kind of, in a way, have to come out and show the side that they're with.
Yeah.
You know, kind of not show, but kind of just make their mark and stabilize and be like, hey, we're with you guys.
Thank God.
And allowing their artists to
speaking their voice,
speak up and stuff. But besides that, Beyonce deserved. Best Latin Pop Album presented by Gloria Estefan, and the Grammy went to
Shakira.
For
I forgot.
Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran.
Las Mujeres Ya No Lloran.
Bro, she's not even Colombian over here. Mind you, Shakira is Colombian and she's Colombian and she don't even know her album. I'm Venezuelan and I know it. Las Mujeres No Lloran. She said something. Wait. Las Mujeres No Lloran. What did they say?
Oh,
something about her finances being up.
Ya No Llorarán.
Lloran. Cry. The women don't cry anymore. No,
it's Lloran.
Bruh.
Well, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Las mujeres ya no lloran, which translates to the women now do not cry.
Like, wait.
It's better in Spanish.
It is.
But she went up there. She said, "Yes, bitches, it's my time. I'm Shakira. I'm going on tour soon."
And she thanked and she also thanked her sons.
And she thanked her sons.
Her sons are always with her.
So that's so cute.
I love it.
Then we have Best Pop Duo / Group Performance, which was presented by SZA, who won it the year before for Ghost in the Machine with Phoebe Bridgers. And the Grammy went to, do you know who it is? The Grammy went to Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars for Die With a Smile. This was my least expected one of the night, but I think it's deserved.
It's deserved.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
And I think the Grammys appreciate a song that has the lyricism and just, like we said before, them together. Well, it's the like, we get it. I get it. It was not the one I expected or even wanted to win, but I think it's well deserved. I think everyone in that it was a competitive category. It was. Did I want guess? Yes, but did I get not guess? No. But I think well deserved. And then Lady Gaga, Bruno barely spoke. He kind of gave it to Lady Gaga and was like, "You're the queen." And Lady Gaga was like, you know, she spoke up for transgender rights and transgender, saying like transgender people are not I don't remember the exact wording. But
is it we see you, like we acknowledge
not even that. She's speaking out towards the people who see them as a threat. Like transgender people are not a threat to you.
Okay.
Like let them live their lives, basically. Yeah. Now we go into the big three, guys. The big three, okay. So first up.
Wait, we missed one.
No, we didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Me being homophobic. Oh my gosh. Best New Artist was presented by Victoria Monet, who had won it the year before. So many Monets, guys. Janelle, what's happening? And the Grammy went to
Miss Chapel Roan. For the rise and fall of the Midwest Princess.
Well, it didn't go to her for the album. It just went to her.
Oh, I thought it would also be with the album.
No, it's just the artist.
Oh yeah, because new artists. Imagine if Serena won, they would have to list all the albums. Right. Yes. Right. I'm sorry.
So Miss Chapel Roan won, and she also did change. She changed her outfit, like we said. She was wearing the little cone, and she did this for the VMAs when she won. She brought up her diary with her, and she read from her diary because she had a preset little speech, which I thought was so cute. And her speech was very long, but for a good reason. She put that Grammy down too.
She was like, guys.
And she said that if she ever had the chance to win a Grammy, she would come up here and defend new artists and developing artists to get the care and protection that they deserve when being signed to labels or when they're being dropped from labels, because a lot of artists get roped into, you know, signing and then things don't work out and they immediately get dropped and they have nowhere to live, no food, no health care.
They have no stability. They have no financial stability.
So, and you could see the crowd like erupting. Like they pan to the crowd and new artists like Benson Boone and stuff standing up and clapping and like getting emotional. Yeah. SZA reposted it a lot on her story because she went through a similar experience. Doechii went through a similar experience. So it's super common. It was very nice for her to, in that room, to call out those labels because they're sitting up there and saying like, And at the end of her speech, oh my God, gave me chills. At the end of her speech, she goes, labels, we got you, but do you got us? And she said bye. And she left.
And it's so beautiful because and that's artists that like they've made it. Remember, like it's how many artists are being picked up and dropped daily, monthly, yearly.
Yeah.
And now they're like, what are we gonna do now? I mean, when it came to Chapo, she's what an incredible person, what an incredible spokesperson for this topic, because the fact that we know she was dropped and then had to work at a donut shop.
That's one of her that's the captivating thing about Chapo too, was her story.
It's her story because it's so incredibly relatable, and it fits in so many people in so many industries, not just the music industry, but anyone in the arts. So
yeah,
I think it's so beautiful, and to an extent it's like showing like there needs to be a union for music artists.
Yeah, so. And then it's been a lot of the discourse online has been about that, because some label execs have come out with statements against it, saying like, well, the music industry is a business and we're taking a gamble on you, so that's why we don't force you to sign record deals. Like we said, just stay independent and you can do it all yourself and take the financial risk, is what they said. And then people in the comments were like, he thought he ate with that.
That's so silly.
Yeah,
that
but
is so silly.
Like I love that Chapo uses her platform, and since she started, like she's been a bigger public figure, that she's always used her platform to, speak up against the people she needs to speak up against and that she believes in. I think it's great. Now the big three. Well, Best New Artist is part of the big four. First, we had Record of the Year, which was presented by Miley Cyrus, and the Grammy went to
Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us.
Yes. Which, who told me about it? Oh, I think it was Lila today was telling me that apparently before she opened it, she was like, it should be Beyonce. And then she reads Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us. I was like, girl, I know you're friends with Beyonce, girl. I know you're friends with Beyonce, but damn, that's a little disrespectful, right?
I think so.
It's a little disrespectful.
To any artist, it's like
everyone has their personal opinions about who should win. Oh, and then Miley started, like before, she said, and the Grammy goes to decided by 13,000, what are they called? Voters, I guess, but they're part of the Academy or something. So every person after that started saying it. Every presenter was funny, but yeah, I think Kendrick deserves that. Like, Not Like Us was everywhere. Like, it was at sporting events. It was on. I don't listen to the radio. It was at the club. It was
on TikTok.
It was on TikTok. Everyone was repeating, trying to strike a chord, but it's probably A minor. Like that's what I was listening to that. Repeat that at work for weeks. A song about Drake being a pedophile got a Grammy.
No, and like even down, there should be a category for the best album cover, because, or like not album, but like song cover,
art cover at all.
Insane. So insane. Funny.
But leading into that, Song of the Year was presented by Diana Ross, Queen, and it went to Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us. He won both record and song back to back, boys. And you know what? I think this is the best outcome for both of these categories, because the Stan Wars, we were literally, before they announced those two, I'm like, this is going to define social media for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I mean, hey,
and it's well deserved.
It's well deserved. Not only that, Mustard, the way he dresses,
producer of the year. No, he didn't win, but
Dan Nigro
won.
He won, as he should.
And Amy Allen won for Songwriter of the Year,
as well as he should. But Mustard, the way he dresses does not reflect how he produces, and I think that's beautiful. I think that is so beautiful, because what he wore was so cute.
I was telling her, I was like, it's so funny how like he's so dainty and cute, and he dresses so like nerdy, and then he over here creating these hard ass beats, real.
Oh, hello.
But I think that was the best outcome, Kendrick winning both, and well deserved. Like I said, bro, someone like don't cover his neck.
I don't think anyone is coming for his neck.
You know, Drake's dropping an album though, actually, with Party Next Door. He's dropping another like house. He's dropping it on Valentine's Day, and it's called Some Sexy Songs for You. I'm sorry. I know y'all are Drake fans. I am.
Wait.
No. I used to be a Drake fan. I still love his old music.
Are you sure you didn't read a hashtag?
No. It's called Some Sexy Songs for You. Drake and Party Next Door. I'm not lying. And I hope it slaps so I don't make fun of it. But damn, girl. After Fat, Juicy, and Wet, anything can happen. Fat, Juicy, and Wet. I don't even gang. Wait, the fact that I know the words, but I barely have this. I don't even gang bang. And then he goes, that good kitty, good kitty. Bruno, what happened to throwing a grenade? That good kitty, good. It's low-key kind of catchy now. But I don't fuck with it.
What happened to throw a grenade for real, y'all? I'm sick of it. I need romance songs again. Bring back the old Bruno. Anyways. Anyways,
Drake coming out with an album. Kendrick won 4 Grammys. Finally, we have arrived at the end of the night.
Right, I'm gonna need y'all before we get into the last award. I'm gonna need y'all to get some water, hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate myself. Get a snack. We might be here for a second.
Oh! You said drink. Don't spit. Drink.
Okay.
Album of the year. The last 10 minutes of the show. Now, I thought it was kind of cool that they had the firefighters and the first responders present this award. Very cute. You can tell
hey, y'all, they all look good.
I was like,
sorry, but like they all.
You can tell they were very nervous, but
yeah,
they made a good little speech. Blah blah.
Yeah.
And the album, hello. Why was I going to say the Oscar? I'm fucking up. And the Grammy went to
Miss Beyonce for Cowboy Carter. And
the shock on
relief.
Her face.
Oh my, no. There was no shock. There was a shock for country.
Yeah, true. She
was shocked for country.
But for that, she sighed.
She sighed.
She like
gasped of relief.
She was like holding a breath and she let it all go.
She was like, finally. And let me just say.
And Jay-Z stood up.
And Jay-Z, everyone. It was a clap where I felt, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming, honestly. And I think what's really upsetting is that no one, it's with every award show and anything positive. There's the biggest negatives ever of like, who was snubbed, who deserved it, X, Y, and Z. It's like, well, once again, break down as to why the album got the award instead of criticizing why it shouldn't have. I think that's a lot of times people need to change their perspective when it comes to winning awards. It's like, all of them are nominated. Being nominated is already
a big achievement.
Is an insane achievement.
It's a big honor.
I mean, among how many albums are submitted a year? We don't know that. But only a certain...
I'm going to assume thousands.
Thousands. And
hundreds.
Yeah, and it's for only an average 8 to 10 to get nominated which is
still a lot. It's a big pool.
Extremely impressive.
Yeah.
So I think for Beyonce to win this, honestly, everyone is saying it's not her best album. Well,
and that's okay.
That's okay for you as a fan to say that. You have your opinion to say that.
But it's been a long time coming. And I don't think that this is lesser art for her to not deserve it. Like, Cowboy Carter it's a long album, but so are a lot of albums coming out now. They're very long. Cowboy Carter from start to finish is a story, is a message. It really captivates like the last 2 years and the future of like where we're going politically in this country and everything. Like, it's just... She did such a great job. And yes, I think that she has deserved this for a long time. I'm sorry. She should have won when she was nominated for her self-titled Beyonce. Or she should have at least won for Lemonade. Like, don't piss me off.
To this day, people still talk about it.
Like, she should have won for Renaissance. Like, guys. We could go on and on. But I think it's well-deserved, if not for the many years it's been coming. And then I don't think you should diminish this album and this art just because it's not your favorite. Or because it didn't sell as well. Everyone's putting a chart saying, oh, this is the album's nominated, how much they sold, and Cowboy Carter being the lowest, and then Tortured Poets being the highest, and everyone in between. But it's like, you guys don't understand that yes, you can take into account accolades, awards, streams, sales, milestones, but sometimes it's not always about that. It's purely about the music, and it's purely about the artistry.
And I was telling, I mean, like, in comparison to the Oscars, it's like, why are the Grammys given more criticism than the Oscars? If the Grammys were given the same type of criticism as the Oscars when it comes to movies, now this movie had the highest grossing. Do you imagine? Let's put it in this perspective. Do you imagine if Deadpool and Wolverine was competing against the Best Featured Film nominations? Look at the nominees and look at Deadpool and Wolverine.
I mean, even Wicked getting nominated for stuff. Good thing that the zeitgeist likes Wicked, but a musical being nominated in big categories like that already pisses so many like big film dudes off.
And even then, like, even then there is the Best Musical / Comedy. Musicals are not their own category, but
isn't it in there with The Substance? You said
with The Substance, yeah, because it's supposed to be satire. But with that being said, it's like and Amelia. Fuck it. Anyway, before I get heated on
someone told me that the music was serious though. Okay, never mind.
Don't even like. We're gonna have an Oscars one. Well, to the best of our knowledge. But with that being said, a lot of people praise the Oscars of like, oh, this is high art, X, Y, and Z, and music isn't. I'm a bit confused here. Why is music like put at such a lower standard than film when they're both incredible pieces of art? It makes absolutely no sense for something to be.
You can't compare them. They're different kinds of mediums. It's like this article I read for a class. The medium of your art affects its quality, unfortunately, because something can work as a song, as a story, the way Taylor Swift does, but maybe it doesn't work as a movie. Maybe the substance isn't there to work as a movie or as a TV show or as a book even. That's why some book adaptations to movie just don't work, because the medium that it was created in was intended for a book. It's not intended to then become a movie or a TV show. It doesn't work as well. It doesn't captivate as well. So I can say that. I also think it's because like pop has really been dominating the last few years of music, so people don't respect it as being of like award worthy. But again, like, people you just want to have fun. Like let's be respectful.
It's the same perspective of like, if, for example, it's not gonna happen, and I know it's not gonna happen. But for example, if Dune 2, I don't think it's nominated for Best Feature Film, but if it is, I don't know. I don't want to, but let's say it is. Okay, if I'm correct, if it is nominated, and or Wicked, for example, I don't think that's nominated for Best Feature Film. Mm-hmm. Let's say it is. And it won the uproar. But why? Because it doesn't make you think psychologically and philosophically about something? No.
Yeah, it's always going to be an argument.
It's always going to be an argument no matter what. And even then, it's like a lot of time people need to understand, like, with Cowboy Carter winning Album of the Year, it is showcasing, it's like, now music is a blending of stuff. When an album is nominated, it's not just because of how popular it is. It is not only about who it's written by, but the collaborations, the storytelling, the meaning, the impact on culture, future culture. Beyonce is someone who, it's mind-blowing. Like, I'm someone who is obsessed with Taylor Swift, and I'm like, wow, she foreshadowed X, Y, and Z. Beyonce? She invented the word foreshadowing. It is insane how many... what's it called? Trends. The seeds she plants years in advance. And we're like, oh my god, she did it first. That's why, who was it? The article that named her, the Rolling Stone, I think, was naming her the most influential artist of the century. Because she is. There's not gonna be anyone like her. And once again, everyone still is like, oh, but now let's talk about the cons. Everyone is saying like Billie was snubbed.
That's the most discourse I've seen. Not the other fandoms. Again, I'm not chronically online, especially lately because of my mental health. Yeah. But from the discourse, the small discourse I have seen, most of the backlash seems to be coming from the Billie stands, where it's like she was snubbed. Whereas most of like the Angels and the Swifties and even Chaperone's like biggest fans are all like, we understand. So the Sabrina fans, like, we all understand, like, Beyonce deserves it. It's her time. It's her moment. And the Billie fans are like, no, it should have been our girl Billie. Which I understand, backing your girl, but it's Beyonce's time. Even in a little clip, Taylor is, like, cheering Jay-Z's cheering Jay-Z and saying, like, it's a long time coming. Like, she deserves it. Like,
and it's like, even then, it's like, I think deep down, it's like, you get disappointed. You as an artist. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's like, oh, man.
Of course. Everyone feels for Billie. Billie not winning anything, of course, is hard
frustrating.
to see.
It is very, very frustrating. I mean, even then,
Ariana too, though.
Don't even get me started with Ariana.
Too.
Do not even get me started with Ariana. But even then, Taylor. I mean, we could say like this. Even then,
we have no like we have our discourse about Taylor and the Torture Poets, and we have a very critical thinking group chat where we speak about it. But like we agree, most of us agree that like what she chose was just not it, and a lot of people just didn't understand Torture Poets. That was an album for the fans, and I think she really intended it that way. But Fortnite was just not the strongest thing to put out as a single, and that's fine. But I think Taylor understood that, and she understood that the competition was tough, and it was a year for other artists, and thank God, mostly female artists, to take that spotlight and take that time for them. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
she was living her life. She was dancing. She was
I think people need to start. Well, they're not going to, but people should start changing their perspective instead of criticizing of what could have won. It's why did it win? At the end of the day, they won. They won. It's like. I'm gonna, instead of y'all stressing out and being keyboard warriors online and defending someone who honestly
doesn't need
to idolize. Billie probably idolizes Beyonce, is inspired by Beyonce.
Billie doesn't need defending. She's a Grammy darling. She has won so many Grammys,
and she's only 22.
At her young age.
She's only 22, y'all.
Such a long way to go. She's already won an album of the year. You have to think of it in the sense of Beyonce has never in her 25 plus years within this industry not one
album of the year.
But
the amount of nominations that she's
that was her 100th nomination.
That was her
that was her first win. That's crazy. Yeah,
that being nominated that many times, Beyonce knowing herself, she's like, she does. I'm like, The Weeknd, he boycotted. Beyonce's like, I'm not gonna boycott, I'm gonna still submit. If I get nominated, I get nominated. If I don't, I don't. But why does she keep getting nominated? Because she's good. I'm like hating
even
people.
Even when it was just the racists and the bigots.
It is so fascinating. Like when it comes to hating, now it's not even for proper criticism. Like for example, Amelia Perez, the criticism that movie's been getting for rightful reasons. Like it makes sense why it's getting criticized.
I can't talk about that.
There's so many layers for that film, and so I don't even know how many artists like are being criticized because I'm on the surface level of pop culture, but like there's things that need to be criticized because of their wrongdoings. But for criticizing someone because you think they shouldn't have won is weird. It's weird.
I've never had the what's it called? The intention or the feeling to go online. At least I want to hate comment. I don't get it.
It's weird. Y'all got too much free time.
Anyways, well deserved Beyonce.
Yes.
Deserved it.
Yes.
Some final thoughts. We basically hit everything. The last thing I will say is that it was kind of fun to see like all the backstage interactions between like the pop girls. Everyone was taking pictures together. That fun picture of like Sabrina Chapel and
Billie.
That was so fun.
The Powerpuff Girls, yes.
The Powerpuff Girls. And then we got a freaking video. It's very blurry, but you can tell of Sabrina and Olivia talking and then hugging. Guys, the war is over. The war you've been fighting for no reason that they didn't even want you to do in the first place. It's over.
It's over.
What are Olivia's fans called? The Livies. You're good. What are they called? The Carpenters. The Sabrina Weenies.
Sabrina Weenies.
Good.
Yes,
you're good.
Hey, y'all put
they
the
phone
probably down.
Been good,
but honestly, they've been good.
And Taylor too. Taylor was talking to Louis. Taylor was talking to her boyfriend. They're good, guys. You don't need to fight for them.
Guys.
They're rich. They're chilling.
They're fine. They're fine. Everyone's fine.
Oh, you didn't talk about Olivia's red carpet outfit.
Oh my god. And I do have a picture of it.
Olivia's
red carpet. I think backless, low cut is going to be in this year. It is. I mean, the world's slowly burning, so it makes sense. Like the climate change, the weather, the heat. As they say, a cold winter. I mean, what's it called? Yeah, cold winter means a really hot summer.
Her and Louis are so Bella Swan and Edward Cullen coded. Just whatever. And it's so cute he went with her. But the girlies are good. The girlies were having fun. The girlies were taking pictures, videos. Taylor was dancing with Alicia Keys' son, who apparently has had a crush on her for years. Didn't know that.
I saw that TikTok. Yeah. And he was like, I don't care.
And he was like, she cheated on me.
Real.
when she started dating Travis. But
he's up to date,
guys.
He's up to date.
But guys, the Grammys, 67th award show was good.
It
was fun. well-deserved awards, great performances. I love that it was a benefit for fire aid. Hopefully that money helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, this is a long video. We're sorry, but the Grammys was a long award show. Okay,
It was
we
long.
just chopped a 3.5 hour experience into an hour
and some
change.
But I also hope, if you guys haven't had the chance to watch even like teases of some of the performances, definitely watch them. They're so much fun, and I'm excited to see if last year was a tough competition. Last year music release.
This past show, yeah.
What was it going to be a tough competition this year, y'all?
We talked about in our 2025 prediction video. You can watch that.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
I'm scared of what's brewing.
Yeah, a lot is happening.
We already got Lady Gaga coming up. We got The Weeknd already dropped. We got Bad Bunny.
Everyone, Sabrina's dropping a deluxe, guys. We're getting fed. We're getting fed
this year.
Thank God, so we can keep our minds off everything else.
Yes. Alrighty, guys.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Yes. Like we mentioned earlier, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Yes. Thank you so much for watching.
That'll be all for today. Bye bye.
Bye bye. What it is?
Oh, we have to get thumbnail.
Oh yes.